All right, we're here live tonight with my main man, Marshall Livesey. Marshall, the band's so loud, it's going to be hard to hear each other, so hopefully you can hear over things here. But we got a big district matchup. So far we come in, and I guess we played one district game against Somerset, so big district game here for district game number 2. As far as health, I've not really did a status report with the coaches. You got any updates on injuries or how we are?
Well, we were all a little shaken up at the beginning of the year, right before Christmas. Sydney had a little stuff going on, and then Maggie with her Achilles. But it seems to look like the Maroons are back and healthy. Hopefully, we can just ride that healthiness throughout the whole rest of the season. So.
Well, there was one game, I guess it was a Somerset game, we had like 4 girls injured at the same time. So we had a lot of them out. We had one with a concussion, we had one with the back, one with Achilles, and one with something else. I can't remember all the injuries. How is Sydney Resch and her concussion coming along? Have you heard?
Well, she went back to practice either last week or the week before that. And, I'm going to see her get a lot more playing time tonight and kind of contribute in ways that she hasn't been able to in the past. So we'll see what happens tonight.
You know what's really exciting, Marshall? Senior girls, have we just got one? Is it just Aubrey Dalton? So, man, you talk about a bright future coming up, and a lot of those freshmen I really love because they're playing hard. I'm a big Butcher and Murray fan as it goes with them coming up. But we got several good ones I've not even named, but tonight's pretty exciting. I know, Christy Noble can certainly coach. She's won a state title before, so she's always going to have her girls ready to go. Went down to Florida. I'm pretty sure the girls won 2 out of 3. 2 out of 3, so we did take one loss down there, but that was a good trip. A little sunshine, a little vitamin D, got them ready to come back tonight. Tonight's also homecoming, so homecoming will be halftime of the boys' game. So we're excited to do a girl-boy doubleheader. And we've got your main man coming on, our starting, we're going to call him shooting guard or point guard, or what do we call him?
I don't know what to call him, just starting everything.
Starting everything. So Mr. Athlete himself, BD, Bryson Duggar will be live on the broadcast in a few minutes. Talking about this, I love football and I love basketball. Friday nights are so good for high school sports. We're going to transition in. You and I will come back to girls basketball here in just a minute, but let's talk a little bit about baseball. So what's really cool is to have some of you baseball players in class, whether it's Mason or Brady or you or whoever it may be, but it's going to be super cool to have you guys back and be able to make hopefully a district and a regional run this year. Last year was a little disappointing. We won't talk about last year. I know, Chance is probably biting at the bit to get back out there because I know what a competitor he is. I'm looking really forward to it because, man, it's actually fun getting up in the booth and calling baseball games. So any news? Are we getting the party deck built? Do I need to talk to Coach Miller? What does Marshall Livesey and the Booster Club know about upgrading the facilities?
Okay, so the party deck was an idea, but we are going to Florida for spring break, so I don't know if that'll be built this year. Maybe the next year or the following after that. You might have to talk to Coach Miller to get that done. So that was kind of one of the things talked about when we were getting the new locker room up there and putting our hitting facility in the building behind left field, kind of thrown in there. So we'll see what happens, but as of right now, it's not in construction.
Man, we got to do something. That's your senior year. That's when it needs to come out, not the year after you graduate. Hey, our main man, Connor Denny, just texted me. He said, remind me what time I got to be there again. We just talked about that today, so now I'm going to have to text him back here in a few minutes and tell our main man, Connor, what time to be there. Still a little bit more about baseball. You had a lot of players last year that sort of pop and took off. We've got a lot of speed. We got a lot of batting average. Mason's already signed D1, I think, to Bellarmine, is it? So that's really exciting, and he's just a junior, I believe, of the bunch. So he's got another year on top of him. But, coming back, and this is not completely our baseball podcast, but leading to that, who do you see big things out of this upcoming season?
I see big things at a junior, Weston Phelan. He's been putting in work all offseason, and he's finally going to get his shot, and I feel like he's going to have a permanent spot this season if he keeps healthy and he keeps working. I would see him make a big jump. Also, I want to see Jace Fry make that big jump too. I think he's going to be more motivated going into the season because he's not going to have his full basketball season, and I think he'll just make a huge jump from where he was last year. So it's exciting to see who will kind of make that big jump into just role players to one of the best.
What's it going to take, Marshall, for us to get a big crowd out there one night, just full of students and 20 or 30 faculty members and just raise Cain against Somerset or some other district game. But we need to get them out there for a party atmosphere and just have a big night, whether it's whatever we got to do with the booster club. But we need to have at least one night where it's just a huge night where, man, it makes you guys glad to be PC. We got pretty good crowds, but I still like them to be better. I still like for them to pick up because all the parents and family are going to come, so it's pretty amazing. So really good weather most of the time. Now, we do have some of the cold weather, but we got a lot of pretty nights, especially there in late April, early May. It gets a whole lot better among things. So it should be exciting to get things ready to go. So we'll transition back over to basketball. We need to do a baseball podcast here sometime soon to get it up and running. But girls basketball. Maggie, you said she's getting better with her Achilles. I love watching her play because she's such a dual threat. She's such a double threat every single night out there. Sydney, you know she's a competitor. I saw her in there with Katie getting rubbed down with the icy hot with her back. She's getting ready to go in the trainer's room, so super excited about that. But we talked about a lot of the youth here. So crowd tonight is homecoming night. We've already talked about that, so you guys need to come out here and be ready for the boys game. If not, tune in. We'll kill this broadcast and we'll start a new one immediately after this like we do on the boy-girl doubleheaders. Marshall, what's your thoughts as far as maybe our girls team? How far can we go? What do you expect for them, maybe tonight and beyond?
Well, tonight, you know, Rockcastle's no slouch. Some people, especially experts, were kind of looking over them in the district race this year, but they're right in it after their win against Somerset last week. I mean, our district is one of the most balanced I've seen. It's the most balanced I've seen in a long time. And I mean, and us, I mean, we'll go as far as Sydney can take us. You know, I'm just like, she needs to provide, she needs to score hers, but she also needs to get other people open because they're doubling her. So if she's not having a good night, our offense is kind of stagnant. So we kind of run everything through her, and then we also need to see the role players kind of step up. If we see that, and if we see Maggie scoring 15 points a game to help Sydney out, there's nobody who can beat us.
You know, and then we got to sprinkle in a little bit of Aubrey Dalton, hopefully get her open for a couple threes and a couple jumpers. So if you get that third person in double figures, and then maybe we can start looking at Butcher contributing 6, 8, 10, maybe Hannah Murray coming in for 6, 8, 10. You know, maybe it's going to be somebody else off the bench. Maybe Savannah Heiss comes in, but maybe we've got somebody coming in there to give us valuable minutes. But like you said, we got to have it more balanced. It can't just be one player. Anybody can stop one player. So Sydney can have a bad night. So like you mentioned, we hope she does it, but everybody does. You know, you got baseball games where literally you're going to strike out or pop out or hit cans of corn all the time. So then you'll have other nights, man, you're hitting it on a rope. It's going in every spot you want it to go, and you're just zoned in for that game. So it's weird that you can't just channel it a lot of times like we want to, because one game you'll think you're the best player there is, the next game you think, man, I'm the worst player on the team tonight. So we've all been through that, Marshall. You know, the best thing is getting you guys out here, and there's going to be no James Murray or Brandon Foster tonight. It's all going to be student ran. Matter of fact, Bryson Duggar should be here right now in my spot.
Yeah.
So we've got to get him a little bit more on time here in the future. But I'm so excited for you guys to get into broadcast journalism and jump out there and do that. You know, I don't know how many people are watching the game, Marshall, but I'm losing a lot of seniors this year. So what could you say maybe to get James Murray, some more people to come into broadcast journalism next year to keep MSN alive?
Well, I mean, all I'm saying to the underclassmen is this has been like some of the most fun I've had at the high school, coming in here, calling games with my friends or calling games with Murray or Foister. It's just always been high octane, high energy, just a lot of fun. And when I first heard about it, I was like, oh, I got to do that. I got to get into that. So now I'm in his class in 6th period, and we go over everything that is to be known. We do the news. We do about every single home game that we can get to, and we got a great crew here with us tonight, Sam Dalton, DJ. So, I mean, it's a great family here. As Foister's walking up the steps here. So, I mean, what reason is there not to come and join? So, I mean,
man, I tell you what, Brandon Foister's on the camera. He looks too good to be on the camera. I'm in a sweatshirt. He's in suit and tie. He's going to be calling. He's actually going to be the voice of homecoming tonight, so that's going to be amazing with things. So, hey, you're ready to come in, but we're going to commercial now. But let them see you on the air at least. Be ready to go. So my man's pumped up. He's got homecoming tonight. He looks too good, but Marshall is our main man between James Murray and Brandon Foister. So, Sam, let's get ready to take it over to one of our sponsors, Cintas. We'll get ready to come back and do some more pregame.
If you need a quality work uniform, rugs replaced, new dust mops to keep it fancy, or your bathroom supplies topped off, Call Cintas at 606-679-3703. We'll get you ready for the workday.
I'm Chandler Godby.
And I'm Aiden Wesley, and using Centos is a touchdown in our book.
Thanks, Centos, for your support of the Maroon Athletics.
If you need that warm hot tub put in before the cold weather sets in, that roof put on your garage or home, a sign to advertise your new or existing business, or just something big and heavy moved or removed, look no further than Crane and Boom. They can provide you with the utmost professional heavy lifting services anywhere in the state of Kentucky. Contact Josh Anderson at 606-305-1832 and trust the heavy lifting to us.
We cross-reference the value of your car with multiple sources. And here at Dong Franklin, we think it's worth more.
Are you serious?
When it comes to trading and selling, Don Franklin invests more in you.
For real?
Not just your vehicles.
Sorry, man. I don't know what came over me.
Happens all the time.
Sell us your vehicles. We really do pay more.
Back. Finally in attendance tonight.
Hey, I was with Caden Lancaster. I had to be late somewhere.
Oh, yeah. So we're going to bring you this girls basketball action here at PC tonight against Rock Castle. So, Bryson, how do you think this game's going to go for the Lady Maroons?
Honestly, I'm just super excited that the band's here. I think the band just gives a little boost to the little the thing in your stomach whenever you're getting warming up. I mean, it's just great to have the band here. I'm excited about that.
Yeah, it gives a little kick.
Honestly, this is a hot Lady Rockets team. I mean, not in that way, but you know they're coming off a good win against Somerset. I mean, they're rolling right now.
Yeah.
I went to the game that they played at Somerset, and they got beat pretty bad by Somerset. So I saw that score that they beat Somerset, and I was very surprised by it. So
yeah,
I'm sure they're feeling good right now. So it's a tough way for our girls to come in, but it'll be a good win.
Yeah. So I was talking a little bit pregame, and I was talking about how balanced this year's district was for girls, especially. You know, Casey's in the 4 spot right now, but they've put up good games against everybody in their district, and we're in the 1, and then the 2 spot is kind of up for grabs right now.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, all 4 teams are very, very competitive this year. There's not one where you just roll in there knowing that you could probably put your backups in and win. I mean, every team will give you a little bit of competition, which is good. Gets you ready for region as long as you make it there. So.
Yep. Speaking of region, the new region reports came in, and Pulaski girls still on top, but we slide to number 2. And Lincoln comes in front, which I mean, understandable. Tough loss there at Lincoln, if you all don't know, last Tuesday, I believe. It was just like we couldn't get anything going. You know,
it seems like they had everything going, and we went back and watched the film, and we had so many mistakes and trying to do too much for ourselves and not playing for each other. But we got that figured out. I think we had a best practice of the year yesterday. So honestly, I don't say this lightly. I seriously think that we will come out tonight and put a beating on the Rockets. So
how about it? That's what you love to hear. All right, 45 seconds here until game time. Kind of doing our last warm-up rituals right here. So keys to victory for the Maroons right here, you think, Bryson?
As always, big game from Sidney Martin, but I think that we need to see some people other than Sidney Martin getting involved as well. I think that's the keys to the game, just getting others involved besides Sidney Martin so they can't just key on her.
Yep. No, I'm just excited to see basketball back at PC. It feels like it's been forever since we played here.
It feels like it's been a month. I don't know if it really has, but I mean, I feel like I haven't played at home in so long.
Yeah.
This spot song's getting me fired up.
Yeah.
Maroon's about to kick it off. Let's go.
I'm ready. see the JROTC back out there. It's been a while since we saw that, presenting the colors.
That was exciting.
Yeah.
The King sisters are the pride of this team.
Yep.
I mean, everything revolves around them. So. Marshall, it's a Friday. You excited for the weekend?
I'm so ready for the weekend.
I think you should, while we're getting ready for this game, I think you should tell them maybe a little bit of the situation that's happened within our fantasy football league.
Okay, so prayers are sent out to DeMar Hamlin and his family for everything that happened on the Monday Night Football game. If y'all didn't catch it, he collapsed on the field. They had to give him CPR on the field before they could get him into the ambulance and to the hospital. So, just a scary situation. And we were all over at Caden Lancaster's house watching the game, and because Bryson and Caden Lancaster are in our fantasy championship. So they suspended the game, and so we really don't know whether to stop the league or continue the league, to say that Bryson won, because Laney had to come back, and it was plausible, but we don't know if it actually would have happened. So we're kind of just in a standstill here, stuck in the mud. We don't know what to do.
Yeah, I think us and the rest of the fantasy football players are all just confused on what to do. I mean, never seen anything like this. So we were all so excited going into that night. We knew there was just a lot at stake, and it was going to be a lot of fun, but it's crazy how fast life can change.
Yeah, it was a real scary moment. I just want to thank everybody on Twitter for every single tweet I saw, just praying for him and trying to just support him and his family throughout that.
The good that came out of all that was the unity that almost all the fans showed. Social media. Seems like there was all unity besides Skip Bayless. I mean,
oh God, I didn't even want to get into it. I just can't believe that he said that.
I don't know how he's still on ESPN, to be honest. But
it's Maggie wins her second tip in a row. Look at that. That's going to be a great film session on Monday morning.
Surprised they have her tipping over Sydney Martin.
Yeah, me too. She takes an early three, and it's in.
That looked like she had some confidence behind that one.
Here we go. That's what she needs. She just needed confidence.
Good pressure by the Maroons.
And it looks like a jump ball is going to be called here, and that's what they're going to call. It stays with the Rockets.
Some blistering defense early right there.
Yep.
And Maggie Holt looked confident at three. Gave me flashbacks a little bit to Lincoln County last year in region. I mean,
Yep.
Whenever they were playing Mercer.
Yep. And a steal by Maggie Holt. She's everywhere. And throws it a little bit too hard for Butcher.
A little bit too hard, but she was trying to be unselfish.
Yeah. Me and Murray touched on Rockcastle's coach. She's one of the best in the 47th district, and certainly one of the best in the region. She can coach a team. As it's blocked by Martin. Holt gets the rebound, and the foul's called on number 11, King. Sorry, number 11, Shearer.
Maggie took a tough fall right there, but she's laughing it off. I mean, I'm sure we'll see this on her Snapchat pretty soon.
Oh, yeah. Post all the low lights on there. It's pretty funny. Holt, over to Butcher. Over to Dalton. Dalton's going to drive in a little float shot. No good. Rebounded by Shear. Shear. Up to Smith. Smith driving it in. Up to 10. Shot's no good. Rebound by Holt again. Out to Martin. The Maroons out and running. Martin drives in. Looks like a foul there.
No call.
Her.
She tried to split the defenders, and it looked like they gave her a little bit of an arm check, but.
Yep. Smith. Looks like a carry there. They didn't call it. Holt's going to knock it out of bounds. That's a volleyball spike if I've ever seen one right there.
that shows that multi-sport versatility right there.
Yep. King with the ball, guarded by Martin. She is everywhere tonight. That's Sydney's third or fourth tip pass.
Yeah, if there was a deflection stat right now, she'd already have about 4 or 5 of them.
Yeah. King over to Shear. Shear to Smith. Smith guarded by Butcher. I mean, Butcher's all up in her. Over to Cash. Cash in. Almost stolen by Heist, and it's stolen by Holt. Butcher's out and running. Trying to find somebody. Over to Heist. Heist going to drive in. Left-handed layup. It's good. That's a good layup.
That's a nice take.
Yep. And Holt with the steal. Thought about the three. No good. That's the Martin and one. What a play by Martin.
Good unselfishness right there.
Oh, yeah.
What I like to see right there with Heist was she caught it in the high post, and she didn't look to pass the ball. She looked straight at the rim.
Yep.
Squared up, and then she saw that she was wide open. She took it right to the rack.
Yep. An amazing start. Amazing start there by Maroons. That's what you need right here.
You couldn't really ask for a better start right there.
Yep.
We'd like to thank our one of our new producers, Samuel Dalton, for joining the crew tonight. Brother of Benjamin on our basketball team, so he's getting involved with us. We love to see it.
Absolutely love it. You know, our once producer, Landon Stikes, he has a job now at Culver's, so he's not going to be able to be here every single day. So
good for him.
Sam stepping up and stepping in is going to be really thankful to all the MSN out there.
Money.
You know, there's been a lot of people on Twitter lately saying that Sydney Martin's not getting the respect that she deserves, and honestly, I agree with that. She's 8th in the state in scoring right now, and I haven't seen anything about her on Twitter or anything. As Heist picks up the foul there on Shear.
I hope it doesn't bother her, and I don't think it would. I mean, I think she believes in herself more than anyone else does, because she's put in the overtime minutes. She knows how she can perform.
Oh yeah.
So I hope she gets the recognition that she deserves.
Yeah.
Coming soon.
As number 1, Taylor King is going to check into the game here for Smith.
We got Triple King in right now.
Oh, Triple King. This is going to get confusing.
Like I'm about to see a Burger King commercial.
Whopper, Whopper, Bacon, Whopper. That's all I hear on Monday. That's all I hear after a commercial. I swear.
That's my whole commercial page.
Yeah. Holt tried to fit it in there to Sydney. She did. She put it in. I mean, what can you do? What can you do about that? I mean, you can't do anything.
If you're the defense, you just got to be upset.
I know.
With
She
that.
just stole that from you, and that's gonna be a cheap foul called on Maggie right there. She's not happy about that one.
You know, they got her to cross half court right there, and after you cross half court, it's like there's 4 defenders on you whenever there's 2 people guarding you, because you got the out of bounds and you got the half court line.
Yeah.
So it stinks to get a call right there.
Yeah. Shear up top, over to King. King gets it stripped, and they're gonna call it Rockcastle ball. All right, King, passing it to King. This is going to get difficult.
Over to King.
Over to King.
Back to King.
Over to Shear. King in the corner to Shear. She drives in, little jumper. It's no good. Rebounded by Martin. She's out and running. Over to Holt in the corner. She grabs it before it goes out of bounds, and she flings it over
great
to
pass.
Butcher.
Great pass.
Butcher setting up a shot, and it's off. Tipped out by Holt.
On rebound.
And they call an over-the-back call. I don't know about that one.
Way to follow your shot, though, right there, Madeline
Oh, yeah.
Butcher. It'll fall. Keep shooting.
Number 2, Macy Spivey checking in for King right here. Stolen by Holt. Over to Butcher. Butcher thought about the shot, no good. Throwing it into Heist. Heist loses it there. Taken by Spivey. Spivey, and looks like a walk. You know, she's just moving a little bit too fast. That's all right. So we see the Rockcastle boys walking into the gym here.
They're looking confident. I respect it.
Yeah. Martin in the lane, fouls called. You know, Cash trying to throw in her hands up, kind of saying, what should I do? I mean, can't do anything when she gets the ball in the paint that far, you know. Except foul or give up a layup.
You know, just thinking about that Lincoln kind of game the other day, it'd be very interesting to see how this team would fare with Will Bishop. He used to go to Rockcastle before he moved to Lincoln County.
Yep.
He's huge. I mean, it'd be interesting to see how Rockcastle will be in 47.
You know, and speaking on Will, he's battled with injuries forever. It's kind of glad to see him back on the floor, you know, just for his sake. And
yeah, as a competitor, you don't like to see it, but as a human, I'm very happy that he gets to enjoy the experience of playing high school sports because he's got the unlucky share of things like our friend Barrick. So
yeah. You know, no foul called there on the so-called shoelace tackle on Butcher. Looked a little painful there, but she gets right back up. Hold into Butcher. Butcher back to Holt. She's going to shoot the three right away. No good. Rebounded. Cheap foul there on Martin. She can't do that. No, it's rebounded by King.
I mean, at this point, which one?
Yeah. King passes in the ball. Over to Shear. Almost stolen by Martin. Butcher's trying to help, and she almost gets the steal again.
Wow.
It looks like number 30 stuck into the game here, Santo.
You hate to see those. 3 deflections into a layup.
Yep. Butcher trying to set something up. Holt thought about the shot. She's not going to take it. Back over to Butcher. Butcher cutting across the defense. She's going to drive in. Right-handed layup, no good. Rebounded by Heist. Heist is going to dribble in. Right-handed layup. Under, no good. Tipped out by Heist again. Out to Martin. And they call a walk.
Did she maybe move her feet a little bit?
Maybe shuffled the feet a little bit.
Because you couldn't see her feet from up here, but everything else looked fine.
Yep. And Murray and Thompson coming into the game right here.
You know, I saw Thompson had a great game in Florida. It seems like she's been doing good for the Maroons.
Yeah, it looks like Brooklyn Thomas got all tournament team, it looked like, right?
Yeah, you're right.
You know, she hit that crazy shot to win the game against Somerset at Somerset. You know, it's just stuff you dream of.
Yep, that's got to be a confidence booster for sure.
Oh, yeah. Shear's thinking of driving in. Nope. Passes it back out to King. Back to Shear. Shear over to Smith. Smith to Spivey. Spivey, the little jumper, no good. Rebounded by Thomas. Thomas, a little shove. Didn't never hurt nobody. Over to Butcher. Butcher's going to try to set something up here. Over to Dalton. Dalton kind of quiet in this game, but she takes it in. No call right there. Good defense there by Shear. Shear's going to drive it in. Little crossover. Nice. Jumper. Good.
Nice. Impressive. That's a nice little shot in the middle.
Yeah.
Good offense.
Maggie Holt is double teamed, leaving Dalton wide open in the corner. It's good. I don't know what Rockcastle's doing right there, but, I mean, we'll take that every day of the week.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to leave her open in the corner.
Yeah. Smith trying to find somebody. Throws it over Holt's head to Spivey. Spivey shot, no good. Out on Rockcastle Santo, and they're going to give it back to Maroons. All right, Butcher's trying to set it up here again.
You know, our 1, 2, and 5 in right now are freshmen. That's a great sign to see for
really
our future.
Good. Hold over to Butcher. You know, 1:35 left in this game. We're up by 10. You know, the girls have been playing good as Resch throws it to Holt. Holt trying to find Butcher. Butcher's going to set up a three.
Oh, look good.
Arching shot, no good, and it's going to stay with the Maroons.
You know, I think that's like 3 or 4 missed threes now from her, and every single one of them looked like they were going in, just getting unlucky. Hope she keeps shooting.
Yep. Holt's just going to throw it right into her. Thomas thought about the shot, and they're going to call a walk.
A little too much movement right there with the feet.
Yep. King's going to throw in the ball here to Shear. And a good deflection there by Murray. Here comes Keely King back in the lineup. So all 3 Kings back on the floor here. I'm mistaken. Shears looking for somebody. Over to Smith. Smith in the corner, and they call kickball on Holt.
You know, for it being 6:15, I think we got a good crowd right now.
Oh, yeah. You know, homecoming helps.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Didn't think about that.
Yeah. Good rebound by Thomas. Over to Holt. Holt's going to throw it up to Butcher. She's going to try to set something up here real quick. Over in the corner to Resch. Resch the 3. It's good. You know, last year Resch led the team in three-point percentage, and they're just going to leave her wide open there. King's dribbling up the ball, splits the defenders over to Shear. Shear fakes the pass, layup no good. Rebounded by Shear again. Thomas, stripped by Thomas, she throws it out over to Resch. Resch pushing it up, throws it to Butcher, and Butcher's going to set it up here. She's going to take the last shot. Over to Murray. Ooh, scary pass there. Good defense by Smith. Over to Butcher. Coach Hayes calling the plays right here. They got a count going that shouldn't be a count. I don't know why. Stolen by Smith. Oh.
Go, go, go. Gotta go. Gotta go.
4 seconds left. Murray sees it. She's trying to find somebody. Holt throws it up. Almost over the backboard. All right, into the first quarter here. Scores 18-7, and we're going to flip it over to commercials right here.
Hendrickson understands that work is not only a way to satisfy your personal drive and ambitions, but it's also a means for you to provide for yourself and your families.
Paid holidays, paid time off.
You can earn several different bonuses towards the end of the year.
It's the first place I've ever worked where you're not treated like a number. You work for Hendrickson, you're part of the family.
The work schedule, and then also the company-sponsored events. We have pool parties, Christmas parties, softball tournaments, kickball tournaments, all the fun things. And the management knows you. I mean, the management participates. They know everybody by name. It's like a big family.
Becoming a valued member of the Hendrickson team provides you with a full complement of benefits that include medical, dental, health, life insurance, and disability insurance, as well as a flexible spending account, a 401k, and a pension plan. Hendrickson will also offer financial assistance if you decide to adopt a child. Each Hendrickson location also has activities ranging from softball teams, golf outings, to company-sponsored family picnics. Activities vary from location to location based on employee interests and input. Hendrickson feels strongly about
All right, and we're back here as it's hit out of bounds by the Rockcastle Rockets. You know, that commercial was made by our former producer, Landon Sykes. You know, glad to see him moving on and making great things in the community. You know, really happy to see that for him.
You know, as they say, Maroon Sports Network made.
Great take there by Dalton as she puts it in the basket. King over to Smith. Smith dribbling in between defenders here. And no call there. Looks like a tie-up. They didn't see it. King for the shot. No good. Rebounded by Holt. Holt's going to throw it up to Butcher. Butcher's looking to push here. Butcher trying to find Martin. She does. Martin over on the short corner. Passes it to Holt. Holt thinks about the shot. She's going to shoot this one. and no good. You know, that one looked good. She got her feet set. Smith's bringing it up. She's going to throw it over to Keely King. Keely King shot, no good. Rebounded by Heist. Throwing over to Holt. Holt's bringing it up the floor. She's going to slow it down a little bit. Holt over to Martin. Martin short corner shot. It is off. Rebounded by King for Rockcastle, and it's going to go off of Sydney Martin, apparently. You know, it kind of looks like a carry there by King, but no call, so.
It looks like our man, Mr. Foister's over here, getting our homecoming Kings ready for tonight.
Oh, yeah. I love it.
He's a multitasking kind of man.
I mean, he's just looking so, he's dressed so sharp tonight. Just love to see it. Smith throws it to Santo. Santo over, stolen by Martin. Stolen by Holt. Holt throws it to Martin.
Nice pass.
And it's good. See, I was already predicting the pass from Holt to Martin, so that's why I said stolen by Martin. I just knew how that was going to end right there. I'm going to get yelled at when we watch this. As Martin steals it over to Holt. Holt was not expecting that pass. As she passes it back to Martin, they're going to call the second walk on her. You know, a little shuffle of the feet when she caught that. You know, they're not giving Sydney any slack whatsoever tonight.
Yeah, it seems like they're definitely calling everything very picky towards her.
Yep.
Oh, she almost got a steal right there. Nice transition defense by the Maroons.
Yep. And they're going to call it out on Aubrey Dalton.
You know, Sydney Resch has provided some great minutes. I mean, she's a lethal three-point shooter off that bench, and you got to have someone like that.
Yeah. Holt takes a rest right here. Shear to King in the corner. King the shot, no good. They're going to call
good block out right there.
They're going to call it over back on King.
That is fundamental as it gets. That's what our coaches tell us to do. But usually we just try to use our athleticism, and it doesn't always work.
Yep. All right. Murray's going to bring it up here as Coach Ace yelling for the play to be called. Over to Dalton. Dalton going to flip it back to Murray. Murray off the screen from Heist. Over to Resch. Resch thought about the shot. It's not going to take it. Over to Heist. Stolen by Shear. Shear driving in. And they're going to call a charge.
Wow.
Call a charge on Shear.
Rockcastle fans still clapping.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Now they're going to call a blocking foul and one.
That makes more sense. I'm going to be honest.
Well, his motion kind of looks like he called a charge there.
Yeah, you couldn't really tell what it was.
She's just got to get there and get her feet set before. She went there a little late.
Or just try to go under and swipe the ball out.
Yeah.
You can't really play the middle ground.
Yeah. Murray handling the ball right here over to Martin. Martin thought about the shot, didn't take it. Over to Resch.
You know, it's exciting to see our two ball handlers are freshmen. So
yeah.
Bright future ahead.
Stolen by Smith.
Oh, Aubrey almost had her on that back tip right there.
Yep. Over to King. King to King. King to Cash. Cash to three. No good. They're going to say it's Rockcastle's ball. You know, if she'd have made that, perfect opportunity, cash money, you know, made the three. But
is that what you're setting yourself up for?
I was
right
setting
there?
up for it. I was ready for it. I was going to, just like that, rail it off, but it didn't work.
I mean, you're having a very good sequence right there.
Yep. Stolen by Martin. Martin's going to look to throw it to Butcher and almost couldn't handle the pass. Rockcastle's benched, and they're going to call another walk. Holding the game for Martin here.
I think she started running right there before she started dribbling.
Yeah. Started taking off a little bit too fast. King's throwing in the ball here to
King,
and she tracks it down. Thought about the shot. She didn't take it. King.
Oh, what a pass.
Over to Cash. Cash the back cut is good.
That was a nice pass right there. Nice little run right here by the Rockets.
Yep. Holt dribbling it up top. Over to Murray. Murray to Holt. Holt thought about the shot. No good. He's going to pass it over to Heist. Heist is dribbling in and lost the ball there.
Oh.
Up to Cash. Cash saves it
ran
before
it
it
down.
goes out of bounds.
Oh.
Throws it in between Holt's legs
Oh.
as Butcher gets the steal.
Oh, wow.
She's fighting for her life.
That's got to be a foul.
And passes to Holt. Holt, you can dribble. She's going to do it. One-hand
Oh.
pass to Dalton. The heist to Murray. The shot, and they're going to call a walk before the shot.
You know, I got to say, Maggie Holt right there, looking like shortstop Cam Hargis on the Maroons diamond, baby.
I mean, yeah, that jump throw and everything, that's pretty impressive. Smith over to King.
No, I got to be honest, Cam's definitely more of a fundamental guy. You don't really see him
Oh, yeah. You
trying
don't
to
see,
make plays
you
like
don't see
that.
a lot of flashy stuff from Cameron Hargis. You know, it's just.
Not because you can't make it, just because he's
Yeah.
a fundamental guy.
You know,
I
just
respect
because he wants to field the ball, he wants to get it to me at first base, but then he
And then
always
yell at you.
Then he always argues with me because he makes a bad throw, and then he says I can't catch it because I'm too short.
it. Oh, we just got. I
Oh
don't even
my-
know what's going
oh my
on.
goodness!
Oh my gosh.
Bodies flying everywhere. Holy moly!
I think Aubrey ended up getting called for that foul.
Wow.
That was wild.
You know, 6th foul there for us, the Maroons, and we'll be in the bonus the rest of the half after the next one.
Oh,
Sheer kind of mosses Smith right there.
losses her teammate right there.
And oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, the hot crackers are back in the booth. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm eating one right now.
I get to eat one now. Love you, Grandma.
Oh, with the rebound. Man, I have missed these hot crackers from Susie Duggar. I mean, my goodness.
I mean, these will change a man for sure.
Oh, yeah. You know, we're joined by Mason Action here. We touched on him in pregame a little bit about committing to Bellarmine as he steals one of the Susie Duggar hot crackers. Steve, how you feeling tonight?
Feeling great. The girls team's doing well right now. Hopefully we carry over the success into the boys game. Hot crackers are amazing as always. Susie Duggar really is the GOAT. People talking about MJ, Michael Jordan. Great layup right there.
Great job right there by Madeline Butcher.
You know, what a steal.
Like a defensive prowess.
Yeah. Oh, my. What a move by
What a
Smith.
move.
That was impressive. Butcher trying to set up the offense here. Throws it over to Holt. Holt is going to take the shot. It's
Boom.
good. Come on.
She is feeling it.
Sheard looks a little shaken up.
You know, I don't know if Coach A is making it a statement or not, but I gotta say, I think Maggie Holt's been out there for the majority of the first half.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of other subs, so maybe he wants to get her going, and it looks like she's getting going. Shot looks great. It's getting her feet set. Good to see.
That's when she starts seeing problems with her shot, is when she rushes it, doesn't get her feet set. And, you know, that can be stressful for an athlete. And, you know, especially me in baseball, when my swing is off and I can tell it just doesn't feel right. Like, it's super frustrating. You know, it's like the one thing you worked on forever you just can't do. So you got to kind of take it back to the fundamentals, hit off the tee a little bit, watch some videos, try to see what's going on. And then you get back to where you're going, and then slowly, you get back to hitting the balls in the gaps and hitting a home run against Somerset.
I mean, heck yeah. I mean, as annoying as it is whenever the coaches say you got to get back to the fundamentals, they're honestly right.
Yeah.
I mean, whenever things aren't going the best thing to do is just go back to the basics.
Yep. Just
Helps you build confidence, and it simplifies everything.
Oh, yeah, dumb it down, kind of just go through the motions. You know, when we played when we played Rockcastle last year at Rockcastle, we had me and Bryson kind of had a big game. We almost just one batter away from back-to-back home runs. He hit a 2-run home run, and then I hit a solo shot, put us up by 7 in the big district game. You know, just a huge game from the whole team. We had 4 home runs that game, so
Yeah.
it was just
And
crazy.
that's not a tiny ballpark. The bats were just hot that day,
Yeah,
baby.
bats were just hot. And then the JV game was played in a severe weather warning, so it was a weird night.
You know, Cam Hargis still vouches to this day that you didn't deserve that home run, but
Yeah, he says
I
that.
think you definitely deserved every
He
bit of it.
says that was the luckiest home run he's ever seen, and you know, I gotta admit it was a little weird, you know, bouncing off the top of the fence and actually rolling over.
You got to take what you can get, though. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. I thought she kept her feet on the ground
Yeah,
right
me
there.
too. I thought she kept her pivot foot.
Guys, I just wanted to jump here and say you're doing a great job, but I first wanted to give a big shout out to our man behind the curtain tonight, Mr. Oz himself, Sam Dalton, coming through with his producer lead. Sam, we love him, folks. You don't get to see him, but the magic he's doing behind the scenes is what's making this all happen. Thank you, Sam.
Yeah, Sam. We love you. Thomas trying to find Holt. She does. Thought about the shot. No good. Over to Murray. Little jumper. It's good.
I'd like to see Maggie's stat line after this game. I
Yeah,
mean,
it's
it
kinda
seems like
crazy.
she's everywhere right now.
I feel like she's just making the right decision every single play. Like.
I steal.
and stripped there by Resch, and she
Oh.
tried to throw it over to Butcher. She couldn't get it there. Over to King. King is going to drive it in, and it looks like a little push off there, not called. Butcher's going to try to set it up here for Maroons. Butcher into Thomas.
Nice
Thomas,
pass.
the layup, no good by Thomas, and they're going to say it's Rockcastle ball.
She threaded the needle right there at that pass. Great pass by Madeline Butcher.
Yep. Number 15, Richards, is into the game. You know, I didn't touch on that when she checked in, kind of snuck in for us, but I'm going to give her minutes of fame as she puts it in right there. You know, right on cue. All right.
Settle down. Let's take the last shot right here.
Yep. 25 seconds left. Maroons
Just
up by
up 10. The Rockets made a little bit of a comeback right there. You don't like to see it, but I mean, shout out to them. Oh, they're everywhere right now. Oh, that might have been an over and back. I don't.
Yeah. Richards over to King. And
Oh,
they
and a
call
walk.
They're calling every walk.
They are very precise tonight about the feet movement.
Yep.
So
And then we'll go into the second half, and we'll not have one walk called the whole time.
oh wow,
It's usually just how it goes.
looks like a little nudge right there.
Yep.
But
Into Murray. Murray
What?
is
What?
going to get called for a double dribble. I didn't see the double dribble there.
what? I'm confused.
Yeah, they called a double dribble, and she was clearly just dribbling with her right hand the whole time.
Yeah. Oh,
Stolen by Murray.
That's called ball. Does not lie.
Butcher's gonna put it
and
up,
I
gets
guess
the
it
block.
did. I guess the ball lied.
Dang. You know, I see it in the first half. Maroons up by 10, 29 to 19, and we're going to throw it back over to our commercials. You know, I just want to thank everybody here and for everybody, you know, letting me do the first half of this game. Me and Bryson have had a blast.
Had a blast. Hope to do more. Maybe we can get some full games again, but got a game to play. So
Yep.
Marshall's got a student section to lead.
Yep.
Both got jobs to do, so appreciate everyone for letting us have tonight.
Oh yeah. You know, we're gonna go to the sideline interview with Allie Steele.
Alrighty, so Coach, what do you think? How do you think the first half of this game went?
Well, we started off pretty good. We were turning them over, a pretty good clip there. They kind of settled in. Sydney Martin got in foul trouble, had to spend most of the second quarter on the bench, so we'll get her back in the second half. Hopefully we can stop turning the ball over like we have been and go on a little run here and put this game away in the second half.
I think you guys had a good half. Thank you, Coach. Sally Steele, back up to the booth. Did you hear my Did you hear my
Welcome to Sports Den.
The one-stop shop that has all your sporting needs.
Sports Den has the largest selection of sporting equipment, including the best quality baseball and softball gloves by Wilson, Rawlings, and Mizuno, and bats by Easton, Rawlings, Louisville Slugger, and DeMarini. Show off your school spirit and represent your favorite team. Looking for the perfect Christmas gift? Look no further than a Letterman jacket. Sports Den is your number one stop shop for the modern athlete and casual fan. Call Sports Den 606-678-4484, conveniently located between stoplight number 19 and number 20 on Highway 27.
All right, we're here, and I'm here with one of the baseball greats at Pulaski County High School currently, Connor Denny. Connor Denny, how you feeling tonight?
Hey, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm just glad we came out and busted them early.
That's what I like to hear. So, Connor, in pregame we kind of touched on, us about the oncoming baseball season and people that we thought were going to make a big jump this year, a big leap. Who do you think is going to make a big leap this year in baseball?
Personally, I might be a little biased. I'm going to say myself. Always a good answer to bet on yourself. I think I'm going to come out, be starting left fielder, maybe batting maybe first. I might lead off. We're going to see how it goes. But I'm gonna have a couple bombs this year, and we're going to see how it goes. Definitely betting on myself, though. What about you?
I said Weston Phelan because Dallas Davis, he graduated, left that third base spot open. I see Weston fitting in there. Hey, Connor Denny's coming to surprise some people this year. Hey, district voters, you better watch out. District Player of the Year coming right here. So that first half, ended. We're up 29-19. A really good game from Maggie Holt, and we're kind of seeing the role players kind of get around Sydney Martin. She picked up a couple fouls, had a couple turnovers early. Kind of what me and Bryson were talking about during the first half is we need to see the role players kind of come around her, and that's what we've been seeing. So I expect Sydney Martin to come out this half firing and see her improve a little bit. What do you think the Maroons should do this second half?
I just say don't quit. Don't play to not lose, play to win. So I just want to see them keep scoring and come out here and bust them in the second half and see what happens.
Yeah. Perfect answer. We touched on the band a little bit. Having the band here is just great. Having that energy, filled into us. And we also had the JROTC back presenting the colors for the national anthem. It's the first time we've had them in 2 years. Can you just talk about, kind of the importance of the national anthem in front of games and, especially baseball games because we go out there, what's the importance of that?
Well, it's just a game changer, kind of. I mean, it just changes the whole shape of the pregame. It just gets you ready to play. Whenever that anthem starts playing, your heart starts beating fast in your chest. You can feel it thumping, and you just know it's game time and it's ready to go. And you just lock in and get ready to play.
Couldn't have said it better myself. So, looking past this girls' game a little bit onto the boys' game. A heartbreaking loss against Lincoln on Tuesday. What are you trying to see the guys, kind of fight back here with tonight? What are you trying to see from the guys?
Just don't let them get their heads down. Just kind of keep your heads up and keep playing and keep fighting. And a pretty big loss to Lincoln, but hey, it's another day, new day. So let's see what happens.
I just want to talk a little bit about the struggles of Barrick Williams coming into this game. He started out the year absolutely red hot. Started out 2 30-point games. We were thinking, Bear's back. He's kind of struggled in the last 2. So I really want to see him get back on track here. And Lanny, one of our best friends, got his 1,000-point club. He's going to be presented with the ball tonight. So I mean, it's just exciting to see all of us growing up. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird to think.
Yeah. Definitely proud of those guys, but I couldn't have said it better myself. I'm glad to see them grow and shape into basketball players.
Yep. All right. We're gonna throw it back here to our commercials, and we're gonna get started for the second half.
filming? You want to try filming? No. Yeah, you do. I told her, listen, I'm working. Hey, I fixed it. Peyton. Film 2 games. Yeah, but I don't want to have to film 2 games. I'll do the boys game. No, not the whole game. Just like do a piece. What? Just do a piece. I don't think you know how to film all the way yet. Huh? Here, our successors. Take the vest off. To take the vest off. It's too warm. I just put it on. Taking the camera. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine.
Let's go. All goes back to the waiting room.
Zoom again? Yeah, like I said, I got the next 3.5 minutes. Two halves making a whole for real. I don't hit women though.
You just did. Well, yeah, you don't hit women.
You right. They call me Cosby. Bill Cosby. that whitish dress. I see her. She's in the back though.
And she gets the roll.
I see Mason.
Good effort by the Blues there. All right.
Norm, I hope you know your camel's not. I can't get it. I've tried like 3 times now. It just needs to say switch out when it's timeout. I know.
R-O-O-N-S. Pulaski County is the best.
That fight
What about
song-
that band, Marshall Livesey?
That fight song always sounds better with the band here.
There's something about the demeanor.
Yep.
When the band is here. It's completely different.
Yep. King's got it up top, guarded by Butcher. King over to Smith. Smith's been a key defender in this game. Not really much showing offense, though.
Thought about the shot. Going to take it anyway, and it bricks out. Rebound by number 30, Savannah Santo.
King with her second 3 in a row. Back to a 12-point game. Holt gonna throw it to Dalton. Dalton thought about hitting Butcher in the corner. She didn't. Thomas has it. Martin thought about the shot, didn't take it. Over to Dalton in the corner.
Pass
Dalton
over to
drives
Dalton.
in.
Dalton tries to drive it. Almost loses it. Out to Holt. Holt's going to take it into the paint, and a foul.
Foul's on King right there.
It's our second foul of the game.
Shot's good by Holt. This is one thing she's really worked on. She's come out and said that it's really like a fault in her game is her free throws, that she knocks down the second one right there.
Right.
It's just because I think she overthinks it, thinks about it too much, you know. Kind of just been telling her, like, hey, just shoot it. As Butcher kind of loses her footing there. Over to King. King, third 3 in a
Shot.
row. No good, rebounded by Dalton. Out to Butcher.
Driving down the court, Madeline Butcher finds Sydney Martin in the paint, and Martin loses it, but it'll be a maroon ball. Martin into Dalton. And finds Dalton there at the top of the key. Martin back to Dalton.
Butcher's calling for it. Oh.
Man. What a series that was.
Yeah. Timeout there taken by Coach A.
Glad to see us come away with some points right there, though, nonetheless.
Yep.
Shout out to our Maroons cheerleaders.
Oh, yeah.
Working hard, national championship team right there.
Yep. Just love seeing them coming out and supporting all the sports teams here at PC. You know, it's really
A lot of dedication over there on those sidelines.
Yep.
That most people don't see. I just want to give them a shout out.
Yep. You know, and you can't really cheer for baseball games, but they're always there in the stands supporting, so I really appreciate them for that. All right, Smith's going to take it up for the Rockcastle Rockets. Almost stolen by Martin there.
Steal by Sydney Martin there.
King over to King. She's going to drive in. She's going to dump it to Shear. Shear's going to put it up and in. You know, it feels like every time we start to pull away, they come back and get an easy bucket. Butcher throwing it over to Holt. Holt, a little trouble, dumps it down to Thomas. Thomas in the corner, Butcher, and they call a walk on Butcher.
I didn't see that one, Marshall. What about you?
I don't know about it. King's going to throw it to Smith. Smith back to King. King caught in a little trouble here in a trap. She's going to spin and, gets it to Smith. Kind of breaks her out of it. Savannah Heist. Thought about the charge, didn't take it. Shear and one. Butcher trying to set something up here off the screen from Heist. Into the paint. Tried to hit Dalton. No good. Shears got it, and she's running. Holt. Oh, Euro step by Shears. She misses the layup. Foul and one.
Back. Wow. And just like that, they're back in the game.
Here come the Lady Rockets.
And they just won't go away.
Yeah, I was about to say, Sydney Martin was nowhere near close to that play, and they called it on her, so I was a little confused by that.
That'd be Heist's third foul, though.
Yep. Free throws off, rebounded by Butcher.
Butcher taking it down the court. Past half court over to Heist. Heist thought about the shot, drives down, and a foul.
Called on King there. First one's good from Heist.
Nothing but net there by Savannah Heist.
Second one's good too.
Yeah, I really got to commend this team on their foul shots. Foul shots win games. You know, that's something I've always thought was very true, and this team does a good job.
Oh, a good tie up there by Savannah Heist as she gets another one. Good defensive possession there by Heist.
And it'll be a maroon ball off the jump.
All right, Butcher's got it, looking for some offense. Over to Holt. Holt
down to Dalton in the corner. The shot from the corner, no good. Rebound by Heist. Going to put it back, and no foul called. Looks like maybe an out-of-bounds call there.
Yeah, I think 30 caught the ball out of bounds.
Butcher going to throw it in. Needs to find somebody. Going to find Martin up at the top of the key, over to Heist in the wing. And back up to Butcher. Butcher's going to drive down.
Ah, man.
She loses it. It's going to be Lady Rockets' ball.
Butcher's complaining that she held her arm on the way to that layup, and you don't see Butcher lose the ball that often, so maybe something was up. As Martin gets on the floor there, but Smith keeps it. Smith in trouble right here. Triple teamed, throws it up. Sheard gets it over to Santos. Santos layup's good. Timeout there by Rockcastle.
You know, again, I like the full court pressure, but you got to make sure you rotate down so that doesn't happen.
Yep, they're staying in it, Connor. They're staying in it. And all right, so if you're ever looking for senior pictures or any pictures in general, you know, the kind people at Soulful Studios will help you out. I've known plenty of friends and plenty of people that have went to them and their pictures turn out great and just look absolutely amazing. See, there was one of the pictures. That's awesome, you know? So if you're ever in picture need or ever in any need for any kind of that stuff, the nice people at Soulful Studios will hook you up. Just contact them. You know, one of my friends, Cody Nickel, his mom, his family does that. So really good, really great, really greatly run program there that they got going.
And if you're the Lady Rockets coach, what do you say in that huddle there, Marshall?
I'm saying keep it on them. I mean, they're just outplaying them in this fourth quarter. I'm telling my team, keep hustling. The points will come. And if I'm Coach A during that timeout, I think that's a spot for us to breathe. You know, kind of be like, okay, guys, chill out. We got this game. We've been in control the whole time. There's a foul called on Smith.
Drawn by Maggie Holt. She's going to go to the line here for 2.
Yep.
They've cut the lead down to single digits a couple times and just never been able to hang on to that single digit, you know.
Yep.
So
first one falls for Holt. Second one rims out. Rebounded by Shear.
Rockets. Taking it up the court over to the corner.
Oh, no.
The three is no good. Bounces off.
They call a really quick jump ball there.
I think you got to let them wrestle it out a little bit. I'm going to be honest there.
I mean, you got to give them a second.
Give them a second and see what happens. I agree with you there. I don't
just because 2 people touch the ball don't mean it's a jump.
Completely agree with you there.
Thrown out to Smith. Smith, a little push there on Martin.
Trapped.
Euro step, no layup, no good. Rebounded by Holt. Holt gets it stripped by Smith. Into King. King is going to get fouled by... Oh, it's called on Maggie Holt. I thought they were going to call that on Butcher.
You know, I don't see how you call a jump ball on the first one and not that one right there. I mean, it was the same play, you know?
Yeah.
If you're going to be bad, call it bad both ways. It's kind of the way I think about it.
Yep.
And that free throw falls. Holt bringing it up the court. And the Rockets starting to have somewhat of a full court press.
Yeah.
Cut the lead down to 9 now for the Maroons. And a stolen ball for the Rockets. Now it's a 2-on-1.
Oh, what a play by Butcher.
What a steal by Madeline Butcher. Driving it back down. Finds Maggie Holt from the wing.
Oh,
That's
what
good
a play. Smarton takes a tumble. She's going to get back up right here. King in the corner. The high arcing shot. No good. Rebounded long. Rebound by Butcher. She's out and running. Butcher, left-handed layup.
Take it. No good. And put back by Sydney Martin. And one in the foul. She's going to go to the line for 1 here.
I mean, man, she's getting, I mean, it looks like she's playing running back right now.
Right.
What happened? Is he telling him to shut up? A little confusion there, but a timeout called by Coach A. Coach A laying into him right now.
I'd hate for him to lay into me. Break every rib I got.
You know it's bad when Coach A gets up, starts firing at you.
There's something real serious going on. If
He
you
puts
make him get up out of
puts
that
that
chair.
water cup down on the scorer's table, and he starts going out there, and he's past the maroon line of the volleyball line right there. Most of the time when he starts yelling, I mean, it's just.
I love to see it though. I love to see him get fired up about it every now and then, and I think it's good for the girls to see that and hear that, and
Yeah.
so that they don't forget that he's capable of doing it.
Yep. We got the trio of Kings back here on the floor for Rock Castle, and then we got Shear and Smith. Holt with her first free throw. It's good. King with the ball, guarded by Martin. Martin. Shear driving in, jumper no good, rebounded by Smith. Smith to Shear, Shear fouled. Maggie did not like that
I
call.
did not see that. That looked like all ball to me, Marshall.
Yeah. Yeah, both teams in the double bonus right here for the rest of the game, so. This first one's off, ball don't lie.
Ball don't lie, that's what I'm talking about.
Second one's up for Shear, and it's good.
Bottom of the net there.
Yep. Holt's going to throw it into Butcher.
Back to Holt, coming down the floor. And a throw across half court to Dalton. Dalton driving in the lane. Almost loses it. Dish it over to Butcher. And she's going to dish it over to Martin, and Martin is out of bounds there on the baseline.
It's just a bad pass by Butcher. I wouldn't blame that completely on Martin, but
absolutely not.
She just needs to know when to pass it to her. Right there, she couldn't do anything with it but step out of bounds. So.
Well, and as a point guard, you got to be able to have that floor vision, to be able to see that. And
yep.
As a general thing, she does really good. But
yeah.
Right there was not one of those times. The Rockets put it back up. Rebound by Aubrey Dalton.
Over to Butcher. Butcher throws it to Dalton.
And Dalton was not ready for that.
Uh-uh.
Ice back over to Butcher. Butcher to Holt. And a swat. Holt was looking for a call there. I don't know. And a steal. Holt still looking for a call and never getting one. And a miss by the Rockets. Back out to the top of the key.
I mean, they are hustling right now. King in the corner for three. No good.
Brick out. And another Rockets rebound.
Cash is going to come into the game here for Smith.
I think she might have just needed a breather, I'm going to be honest. All that running.
Yeah.
I'd fake an injury, too, to get a couple breaths in.
In the corner, King.
And no good. They have not been able to hit that three tonight. But
nope.
As a Maroons commentator, I just tell them to keep taking it.
Yep.
Layup by Savannah Heist, good there. 59-14 with a minute 10 here left in the last quarter of the game.
And a blocking foul called on Heist.
And she was not happy about that. That'll be Savannah Heist's fourth foul now.
Yep. Coach A doesn't have anybody coming in quite yet. We got these freshly freshly dressed men here supporting all of our lovely, lovely women walking out for homecoming. You know, a minute and 10 left. Maroon's still up by 13.
No, I had an opportunity, you know, to escort them, but I just, you know, that's not my deal. So.
You didn't want to dress up?
No, I'm not a dress-up type of guy. They wouldn't let me wear camo, so I was like, that ain't going to happen, Princess. You're going to have to find somebody else.
You could find a camo button-up.
Well, Tommy Wilson, shout out, not sponsored. He said he was going to find me one, so I guess we're going to see. So.
Okay.
If he can't do it, my good buddies down there at Casual Sale can. Also, not sponsored, but free shout-out. So I'm going to put some pressure on him here, live on air. You know, Marshall, I got to ask, bow tie or regular tie? What's your personal preference?
It depends on the situation. You know, for homecoming, I would rather a bow tie. I think a regular tie would look a little funky, but if it was a wedding or anything, I would do a regular tie.
I definitely like the look of a bow tie, but, man, them things are a hassle to ever get tied. I cannot tie a bow tie to save my life. Now, classic Windsor knot, man. I like a good Windsor knot. I could tie one of them in my sleep, but I cannot tie a bow tie to save my life. Minute 10 here left in the fourth quarter. Holt going to pass into Heist, back to Holt. Going to try to bring it down the floor, past half court, over to Butcher. Butcher trying to drive in, back to Holt. And Sidney Martin at the top of the key. Dish over to Butcher. Back to Martin, back to Holt.
They've got Shear running all over the court trying to foul.
And the foul on number 11, Shear.
Yeah, and we blink our eyes and this turns into a free throw game here, so.
Yeah, in the third quarter they weren't calling anything, and now it seems like every little nudge, there's a whistle blown.
Yeah. Look at Butcher in the offensive boards.
Missed by Holt there on the free throw attempt, though.
Holt to Butcher. Butcher trying to throw it over King. It didn't work. King, wide open layup. It's good.
59-48, down to an 11-point lead for the Maroons. And another timeout here.
You know, the girls just need to learn to make a pass, fake a pass, then make a pass, you know? Fake that over-the-top pass and bounce it into Holt right there.
Right. Well, and again, that's something, you know, she's a freshman. That's not something that she's ever been exposed to or worked on, so you can't really knock her. That's something that she's definitely got to work on, you know, in the off season, in the summer, and try to improve next year and get better and not make that mistake again.
Yep.
And Maroons cheerleaders out here, along with the little Maroons cheerleaders, future Maroon cheerleaders.
Yep.
Over there on your right.
All right, an 11-point game here. 38 seconds left. You know, if the Rockcastle Rockets get a couple steals, a couple baskets, and make it a little bit more interesting.
Definitely still a game left, you know, if they play their cards right. But the way their threes haven't been falling, I don't know about it, Marshall.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that we don't have to worry about it, and we got it locked in for now. But
oh, yeah. Butcher's going to get it here, and they call a walk on her.
Call a walk. I don't know about that one. I sure didn't see it.
I didn't see a walk, but it was going to be a steal anyways, so King is going to check in here for
Yeah, I think sometimes
King.
she tries to force it. As little as she is, you know, going up against bigger girls.
Yeah.
She tries to, you know, force her hand, and it doesn't always work out for her. But
yeah.
Overall, pretty good job.
King, over to King in the corner. Smothered by Holt. She's going to throw it right into Savannah Heist, and Savannah Heist is going to try to find somebody. She's going to bring it up herself, and a foul called on King.
And let's see if Heist can make the free throws here. See if she can make it a 5-possession game.
First one's off.
Bricks off the back. And now Madeline Butcher is coming in trying to get maybe an offensive rebound again.
Yeah. Second one is off as well.
Off as well.
Yep. Shear driving in. Shot, no good. Rebounded by Dalton. I think
20 seconds left here to play. Aubrey's going to take it over to Butcher.
Class act there by Butcher. She's going to dribble out the clock.
Going to slow it down, dribble it out. Martin's going to hold it. And got 5 seconds left. Take a shot, Maggie. Take a shot.
There's the game there.
And that's your game, folks. 59-48, Maroon victory. Very nice to see it here on this Friday night. Great night for Maroons basketball.
Hard-fought battle by both teams.
Right.
You know, what'd you think about that game, Denny?
I thought it was a pretty good game. You know, a couple things that we could clean up. Definitely some fouls and stuff that were not probably our faults, I should say.
Yeah.
But, you know, both teams, Rockcastle County took a lot of threes that they probably shouldn't have taken, and came out that we happened to win. So I'm proud of us. What about you, Marshall?
Yeah, it was a little chippy there in the second half, but we got back to it, and you know, we got the job done.
Right. Well, in the end, that's all that matters. The W's the same whether you win by 30 or, you know, 1. So.
All right, now we're going to throw it over to Allie Steele. She's got Maggie Holt, Sydney Resch, and Aubrey Dalton. And we're going to throw it over to her for the post-game interview.
Alrighty, Aubrey. So you guys got up pretty early up in the game. How do you think Rockcastle was able to keep up with you guys?
I think that they started to press us and we kind of got freaked out for a little bit, but once we got calmed down, it was okay.
Yeah. Okay, so you just got over a concussion. How did it feel playing this game?
You know, it felt good to be back, but it's still a slow recovery process.
Alrighty, so your jump shots are making a comeback. How are you working on those after your Achilles injury?
It's just a lot of physical therapy. You have to put in the work to do the exercises to heal yourself, and just a lot of practice.
Right, you guys had a good game. Thank you, guys. It's Allie Steele. Back up to the booth.
All right, so this is going to wrap up our girls' broadcast of the game. You know, from myself to Connor Denny to the whole crew to our new producer, Samuel Dalton. It's been great. We'll get you back for the boys' game in a couple minutes. See you later.